why you need DSP. All right, so today we're going to talk about why you need external DSP, why universal audio is still essential to modern mixing and production workflows. All right, so got a Studio One session open here. Just a little mess around, messing with guitar tones and stuff. And I'm going to show you what the UAD DSP workflow is like and why you want it, why everybody needs it. Okay, so I have my device block size at 2048, which is the maximum it can go, and dropout protection, which is also on the maximum it could go. All right. So if I tried to record like this, it would sound like this. That's how delayed it would be. Now, if you don't use DSP, what you have to do is you have to go in here, you got to turn this off, then you got to go all the way down to 32 samples if you want the lowest latency you can get. And that makes your computer work way harder. So it probably wouldn't even work if I tried it right. Well, it would work, but I would be maxing out my CPU usage. And then when you want to go mix, so you're not going to be able to mix and track at the same time. If you're someone like me who's tracking and mixing at the same time, it's going to be a pain in the ass. It's going to be really difficult. Some of you don't track and mix at the same time, but you never know when sometimes you want to go in and add, if you're a producer, sometimes you want to go in and add a guitar part or some external synth or something like that. This makes it so much easier. So I'll show you my workflow and my UAD setup here. This is what I got going on. I got a Apollo Twin with a quad, and then I also have an external Octo DSP chip, and then I have that plugged into through ADAT this M-Audio 2626 that I got for like $100 on Facebook, and it gives me 8 extra ins and outs. So now I have 10 ins and 12 outs. So this is the microphone I'm talking to you right now. And one of the great things about running DSP is you get live monitoring in real time with effects. And this makes everything so much easier. It makes recording easier. It makes making YouTube videos and streaming with good mic sound easier, because you're just hearing the mic sound straight out of UAD. And, depending on your streaming recording setup, I could just pull, right now I have a PC that I'm streaming from and then a MacBook that I'm working on. So the stream mix is just a stereo mix straight out of my monitor controller. It's that simple. So you got that. That's great. So now if I want to lay down vocals, this is all I got to do. I got my vocal channel right here. It's coming in through my Apollo, and it's going into a bus. It's got all my effects already on it for my template. So let's say I want to add some reverb, some auto-tune. Boom. That easy. Yeah. Whoa. you get the idea. Boom, laid it down. So, let's turn this off. Since I have my UAD in monitoring mode, right here you can see there's two modes. There's record mode and monitor mode. Monitor mode means you're hearing the source through the effects, but the effects are not getting recorded by the DAW. Record mode means the effects are getting recorded by the DAW. So that can come in handy sometimes when you want to print the effects, save on some more DSP power, and just anything that's on the channel will get printed. So I do that sometimes when I'm doing like, I do that for my guitars a lot. So I have like a external amp modeler, and I'll just put my guitar chain on there, record direct stereo track with the effects printed to it. Saves a ton of DSP that way. Sometimes if I'm doing background vocals, I'll just print the effects on there, especially if I'm like already heavy into a session and I don't have a lot of CPU left. I'll print some background vocals like that. But usually I'm doing monitoring for vocals, so I have the most control. That easy. Got everything in context. My mix is already bumping. My vocals sound great while I'm recording them, and immediately as soon as I play it back, it sounds great. Love that. Don't have to go in here, mess around with all this crap all the time. It's solid. And since my buffer size is maximum, it's extremely stable. I never have clicking or popping or any of that stuff that comes with low buffer sizes. No hiccups. It's just good to go. Let's see what else we got in my notes. Maximum DSP potential. Yeah, you can get the best of both worlds. Most amount of DSP possible. So it's a lot more like recording with analog stuff. At least it can be. And if I want to record a guitar, all I got to do is come and make a guitar track. Come in here, make sure I got the correct input. Yeah. Grab the old guitar. And we're good to go. Let's record this one with the effects on it. Exactly as you just heard it. It's that easy. And right now, I have a really cool setup for my guitar right now. Let's see. I have an Ampero amp modeler, but right now I'm using using my old MacBook as an amp modeler. So I have the effects loop of my Ampero going out to a audio interface connected to my old MacBook, and then it coming back in. So the only thing that's getting affected from that Ampero modeler is just the gate. And then I have, what do I have on here? I have a Nimbrini Kali axis, so a tri-axis, a Mesa Boogie tri-axis basically. And I'm going to do another video about this, about using a laptop as an amp modeler, but I have like every tone I could possibly want. Because with UAD, they have, they have built-in guitar and bass stuff, but it's pretty expensive and there's not that much to choose from. It's good, it's high quality, but there's not that much to choose from. So if you want obscure stuff like the tri-axis, you're going to be out of luck. And if you don't want to shell out thousands of dollars for a fractal, because you're not really a live player, you're just a recording musician, laptop's the way to go, dude. So I can offload all the DSP instead of using the plugin in my DAW, like using THU or Amplitude or something like that. I can put it off on my old second computer. It's just collecting dust over there. Put it to work. Have the buffer size super low, and it's just running my guitar plugin, and then record it just like an amp modeler. It's awesome. But that's for another video. I'm gonna do a whole another video on that. So that's why you still need DSP, and UAD honestly is the best one out there. Audio Gritter is great. Talked about Audio Gritter in the last video. Audio Gritter is awesome, but I tested out the live mode in Audio Gritter and it's not good. At least on my system, it's not stable. It doesn't work well. There's latency, a little bit, not a whole lot, but it works amazing for plugins in the mix. But for doing live monitoring like you can do right here in the UAD console, it just doesn't work for that. So UAD is still the way to go. I know they have Antelope Audio has a system similar to UAD with onboard DSP. That one's probably pretty good. I've never used it, but there's a lot of people out there saying UAD DSP isn't needed anymore, and I guess that's true if you never do any tracking. But even if you do a little bit of tracking, you still want DSP. It's going to make your life so much easier. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all the love on the last video. Let's keep it rolling. Have fun out there. Deuces. Peace.